Most people think the worst thing that can happen is not getting what they want. It's not. The most confusing moment is finally getting it and realizing it didn't change you at all. You spend years working toward a single coordinate, the promotion, the house, the safe number in the bank. And somewhere along the way, you make a quiet deal with yourself. Once I get there, I can finally exhale. So you put your head down. You trade your Tuesdays for someday. You postpone your rest, your relationships, your actual life, treating the present like a messy waiting room for a future that's going to fix everything. Then it happens. You arrive. And for about 48 hours, it feels exactly the way you thought it would. But the high wears off. The new title just becomes your email signature. And eventually, you're left sitting in the quiet, looking at your achievement, asking a question nobody warned you about. Wait, is this it? In psychology, they call this the arrival fallacy. It's what happens when we mistake achievement for fulfillment. See, the human mind doesn't actually fall in love with milestones. It falls in love with the anticipation of them. We spend a decade chasing a destination, only to discover we were never chasing an object. We were chasing a feeling of safety, of being okay, the feeling that something inside us would finally go quiet. And the tragedy isn't that the goal was meaningless. It's that meaning was never something you could import from the future. But here is the part that haunts most of us too late. 10 years from now, you will look back at the exact version of your life you are living today. The chaotic mornings, the mundane routine, the specific problems you are currently exhausted trying to solve. And you will miss them. Not because they were perfect, but because they were yours. And you weren't even there to inhabit them. Your body was present, but your mind was living 5 miles down the road. The ultimate trap of the arrival fallacy is believing that your life is something that begins after the finish line. It doesn't. The main event isn't coming. It has quietly been happening this whole time.